Greetings, 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 royal family. Welcome back to another review for Tyler Perry's Bruh. This is episode 6, and we are trailing along very well, I have to say. Thanks for clicking on the video, so let's get into it. So, the episode left off with Bill and Mike in a bar, and Mike, the player, sees Pam, a girl that he's been dating off and on that he said he'd never commit to. He sees Pam across the bar with somebody else. So the scene opens up on this episode with Mike in his feelings. Now, he's in his feelings because, again, he sees Pam on a date with another guy. Now, Mike is the so-called player who vows to never commit to a woman. Bill, being the clown, silly guy that he is, this is sweet for him, okay? Because Mike is always telling him, why do you want to get back with Regina? Why do you even want to commit to anyone? He's telling all the other bros this. So this is sweet for Bill to see this. Bill points out that the guy that Pam is on a date with is a ball player, and he just signed a $39 million contract. So, Mini Mike is feeling a little bit inferior because he's a lawyer. He makes good money, but I'm pretty sure that he doesn't have $39 million. So Bill is laughing at Mike. And okay, Mike is getting mad. I love to see it. Mike decides to confront Pam and her date. Bill tried to stop him, but he's adamant that he is going to go over there. He makes a plumb fool of himself. Now, when he approaches them, Pam, she's polite to him, but she's really nonchalant, you know what I'm saying, about him confronting her and her date. She's just like, what are you doing here? Like, can I help you with something? Is there something that I can help you with? So after he's like, oh, so who's your date? You going to introduce me to him? Pam is like, why? Is there something that I'm missing here? Her date ends up getting irritated, and he was like, yo, my man, why don't you bounce? So Mike tells Pam to lose his number. And she says, okay, with a smile. So, of course, he feels burnt, And before Mike walks off, like the true cornball he is, he pours his drink or his ice cubes that was in his cognac glass. He pours this drink on Pam's date and then walks off in the restaurant. Straight up clown. Bill, he tells Mike that he is totally confusing because he uses Pam. He's not interested in committing to her, but he's mad when he sees her with another man, a successful man, a ball player. So Mike is corny, you know what I mean? He chastised Bill in the previous episode for wanting to get back with Regina, who is his ex. Bill's ex is Regina, who is getting married to another man, and he professed his love to her on the last episode, saying that he wants her back. He knew he was a jerk, and he knows where he went wrong, and he wants to make this right. Mike ends up walking in, seeing Regina and Bill talking, and he clowned Bill. Mike straight up clowned Bill. And now look at him, acting like a clown over somebody he doesn't care about. They both end up getting a text while they're at the bar from Tom. Tom wants the fellas to meet up at his place. So we shift gears to the sandwich shop. So Tom, he shows up to tell John's mom, that's Miss Alice, that he tried to talk to John about rethinking, his business decision, but he was unsuccessful. So Miss Alice, she says to Tom, I wish that John could be more like, his friends, successful, yada, yada. She puts down John every chance that she gets. She's disappointed in him. So Miss Alice, she decides to go to level 28. That's the name of the bar club that John bought. And she thinks that she's going to be the one successful into talking some sense into him. Shift over to John and his mama. His mama arrives at level 28. John is there. The bar is not open yet, so everything is covered, and he's waiting for contractors. So he's just like shooting pool. He's there by himself. Miss Alice, she confronts John, and she tells him that, she's disappointed in him. And John brings up, oh, Mom, you always say that. Are you more disappointed in me than the college situation? And she says, no. You know what I mean? She brings that up. And John brings that up as well because his mother takes every opportunity to remind him that she's disappointed that he ended up getting kicked out of college and she had to come and pick him up from jail. And she tells him, I wanted you to be successful like your friends, a lawyer, a doctor. And he says, Ma, I'm not like them. I'm not them. So Miss Alice, she tells John that, once all of this comes crashing down, that she won't be there for him to help him. And John is just like, okay, Mom. All right. So she's like, why are you being so flippant with me, boy? Why are you being so bullheaded? And Miss Alice tells John, who are you going to get to run the sandwich shop? Because I quit. John's like, all right, Ma, just leave. I got contractors coming. It is what it is. You always tell me you're disappointed in me, yada, yada. Then John's mom, she tries to pull the old, I went to the doctor and I got cancer trick. But John calls her out. John is like, anytime you're disappointed in me, you always tell me that you went to the doctor and you're dying of cancer. And when things get better, you tell me that you're healed. So she gets caught. She starts saying, oh, ish. She's silly. But before she leaves, right, she's leaving. Before she leaves, she tells John that if he opens up the club, that she's going to burn it down. And he's just ignoring her. Miss Alice is just basically not down with the fact that John got drug money from his cousin to buy level 28. So he tells her, like, look, the place is already purchased. I'm getting geared up for opening. Shift gears back at Tom's place. Remember, Tom is the tall doctor. I have a picture of all four of them to kind of give y'all an idea of who's who. Okay. So Tom is the doctor. He's the one that's really, really compassionate. Back at Tom's place, you see Bill and Mike. He wanted to meet up with them. So Tom is not giving up on John, and he wants Bill and Mike to help in trying to get John out of that deal. Mike, of course, he doesn't care. Mike is the lawyer, mini Mike, I call him. He's the one that's like player. He doesn't care. It is what it is. He only cares about himself. Bill feels that this is a good thing for John. Okay, he finally bought something. He did something on his own. Even though he's doing it with drug money, he's happy for him. Tom is like, nothing about this is good. Now, Tom is not holding back, and he ends up dropping a bombshell. Tom tells Bill and Mike that John has done so much for us, and he doesn't like that they don't care about John. He said, after all he's done for us, this is how you treat him? Mike, he ends up getting flipped, and he's like, we've helped him out of so many things. We've given him so much money. Tom says, you have the audacity to say something like that? And then Bill starts to say, Tom, chill. Mike is like, no, what? Speak up. What? He's getting all tough. Tom lets the cat out of the bag, baby. Basically, when the bros they all went to college together. When they were in college, they got drunk, except for John. John wasn't present. So Mike ended up taking a girl back to his dorm, and he had sex with the girl after Mike put something in the girl's drink. John was the one that came and got Mike up out of that dorm. Okay? Bill was passed out. I think, they were all there. They were back at the dorm. So he got Mike up out of there. You know what I mean? And John ended up taking the blame for what Mike did. This is what caused John to get kicked out of school and end up in jail. He took the fall for all of them. He wasn't even there. Mike had no idea that he did this because he was so drunk. And John ended up, removing Mike from the scene completely. John, like I said, John wasn't even there, but he said he was, and he took the fall for Mike. Mike says this story is BS. Bill confirmed it. Bill said, nah, bruh, this did happen. Plot twist. Now, I have to assume that Miss Alice doesn't know about this because, she gives John a hard time about getting kicked out of school and going to jail. But she obviously doesn't know why he got kicked out of school and why he went to jail. And it's sad to see him getting scrutinized by his mother and treated like trash by Mike. This is why we see more compassion for John from Tom and Bill, because they knew the truth all along. So Tom said that he was too scared, in the moment when all of this was happening when they were in college. He said he was too scared to do anything. And Bill was basically like passed out drunk. And Tom feels like he himself owes a lot to John. Tom says that he's going to get John out of this bad business deal no matter what it costs them. So Tom ends up storming out. And Bill says, like, look, you have a bad habit of going after Ish. that you're not supposed to have. This is what he's telling Mini Mike. Turns out the girl was the dean's daughter. And all of the bros, including John, they were all doing great in school. They were successful. But John took the rap for all of them so that they wouldn't get kicked out of school. Wow. And all these years, he's kept that secret. So Bill, tall, bald Bill, the builder, the architect, Bill says that, you know what, I'm going to go talk to John tomorrow and I'm going to try to talk him out of this, opening this club. And he says, look, Mike, seems like you got a big decision to make. Mike says, nah, I'm good. What a jerk, right? Now, Tyler is good for a cliffhanger, okay? This was good. This was really, really good. And I'm wondering now, how is Mike going to behave towards John going forward? And I like that Tom put his foot down in this episode. Tom is the doctor. I like that he put his foot down. So another, straight into the point episode. I am liking the pace of this show. I think I say that in every review. But I'm here for this plot twist. Like, what's going to happen now that the cat is out of the bag? Is Miss Alice going to find out? If Miss Alice finds out that her son took the fall, she probably is going to call him stupid, but I don't think that she is going to look at the rest of them the same. And she probably is going to feel extremely bad for treating her son the way she has because she's disappointed in what happened. So Royal Family, be sure to comment if you've seen this episode. Like the video if you liked it. Drop down in the comments. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure that notification bell is checked so you don't miss out on any of my uploads. Now, that was a good plot twist. Mike is a jerk. I never liked Mike from the very beginning. Mini Mike. So hopefully this little image gives you an idea. You can put a face to these names. I told you I can't take any screenshots on my phone. It's restricted by BET+. All right, I'm signing off. Can't wait to read your comments. Until next time, peace.